Quick note before we start. This is general information, not medical advice. If your cravings are tied to something bigger, please talk to your doctor. Cool? Let's go. Here's a question that might rewire how you see your cravings forever. What if you're not actually craving sugar at all? What if your body is chasing something completely different and sugar is just the decoy? Think about it. You eat a big meal, pasta, bread, maybe something sweet after. You're full, and an hour later, you're back in the kitchen, hunting. That's not hunger for calories. You just ate plenty. So what is your body actually asking for? There's a growing theory in nutrition science that answers exactly this. And once you hear it, those 9 p.m. cookie raids suddenly make total sense. Stick with me, because the fix turns out to be simpler than any diet you've tried. First, let's clear something out of the way. You've probably been told your cravings are a willpower problem. They're not. You could have the discipline of a monk and still lose to this, because you'd be fighting the wrong battle entirely. Here's the real mystery. Why can you eat a big, carb-heavy meal, plenty of calories, and still feel unsatisfied an hour later hunting for something sweet? If this were only about energy, you'd be fine. You're not. Which means your body is measuring something other than calories. And it turns out, it is. The idea is called protein leverage, a leading theory in appetite science. And it says your body isn't mainly counting calories. It's chasing a target amount of one thing, protein. And here's the kicker. Your body will keep your hunger switched on until it hits that protein target. So, if your meals are heavy on refined carbs but light on protein, you can eat and still feel hungry, because the one thing your body was actually waiting for never showed up. So that I just ate but I want more feeling, that's not greed and it's not weakness. That's your body still hunting for protein it didn't get. And while it hunts, it reaches for the fastest energy in the house, sugar. So why sugar specifically? Two things stack up. One, when your body wants energy fast, sugar is the quickest hit there is, path of least resistance. Two, those refined carb meals spike your blood sugar, and a big spike always brings a big crash. And when you crash, your brain reads it as an emergency and screams for the fastest fuel it knows, sugar, again. See the trap? Missing protein keeps your hunger on. Refined carbs spike and crash. Put those together, and they don't just leave you a little peckish. They practically manufacture the craving. And then you get blamed for it. Now here's why your cravings almost always hit hardest at night, and it traces right back to your morning. Picture a typical breakfast. Toast, cereal, a muffin, a sweet coffee, maybe just coffee. Notice what's missing? Protein. So you start the day already behind on the one thing your body is counting, and it spends the whole day trying to catch up. Every carb-heavy meal digs the hole a little deeper. By evening, your body's been underfed on protein for 12 hours. Your blood sugar's been on a roller coaster, and your willpower is spent. That's not a discipline failure at 9 p.m. That's a protein debt you've been carrying since breakfast. Now, protein's the lead, but a few other things pile on, quickly, so you can spot them in yourself. Stress. After a hard day, sugar hands your brain a little hit of dopamine, fast, reliable comfort. So some cravings aren't about fuel at all, they're about relief. Sleep. One rough night tilts your hunger hormones, and cravings spike the next day. And your gut. A growing body of research suggests the bacteria down there help shape what you crave too. All real. But here's what's powerful. Fix the protein piece, and a surprising amount of the rest quiets down on its own. Quick but important. Not all food hits the same. What matters is what's riding alongside the carbs. Whole foods, an apple, oats, beans, plain yogurt, come packaged with fiber, water, and often protein, so the energy trickles in slow and steady. No spike, no crash. Refined stuff, cookies, soda, white bread, floods in fast and leaves you empty and hungry all over again. Same sugar, completely different effect on your body. So this was never about zero sugar. It's about building meals your body actually feels satisfied by, which is exactly why just quit sugar always backfires. You white-knuckle it, ignore the real problem, the missing protein, and the cravings roar back louder. Sound familiar? So flip it. Stop trying to remove the sugar. Start by adding the thing your body's actually been asking for: protein, especially at breakfast. Front-load protein early. Eggs, Greek yogurt, whatever works for you. And you pay off that protein debt before it ever builds. Studies on high-protein breakfasts show people crave less and snack less at night, almost automatically. You're not fighting the craving anymore. You're removing the reason it exists in the first place. So here's the plan. 4 moves, easiest first. 1. A protein-forward breakfast. This is the big one. Get real protein in early and the whole day changes. 2. A little protein at every meal, a palm-sized portion. Keep the tank topped up so hunger never flips back on. 3. The small stuff. Drink water before you assume it's a craving. Protect your sleep. And don't leave the candy sitting in plain sight. That's human wiring, not weakness. 4. For the stress cravings, keep a non-food comfort ready. A walk, a call, 5 minutes outside. Give the feeling somewhere else to go. So let's bring it home. Your sugar cravings were never a willpower problem. Most of the time, they're a protein problem wearing a sugar costume. Your body's chasing a protein target, and until it gets there, it keeps hunger switched on and grabs the fastest fuel it can find. Give it what it's actually asking for, starting at breakfast, and the cravings quietly lose their grip. Add in steadier blood sugar, decent sleep, and a little stress relief, and you're finally working with your body instead of against it. No crash diets, no quitting sugar forever, no 9 p.m. willpower battles. Just give your body the one thing it's been asking for all along. And that opens up the obvious next question. How much protein do you actually need? Because most people are getting that number wrong, in both directions. Next video, we settle it. The real picture. Never a scare, never a sales pitch. I'll see you there.